Get on the fan cam, Twitch and YouTube. I'm feeling the pain of Nicholas Eatman. DallasCowboys.com. He still made it, though. We were doubting. We were wondering after the media party last night. And Nick is brought to you by the WinStar World Casino and Resort. Proud to be the casino of the Dallas Cowboys. Please game responsibly. I just want to hear the opening voice. Just say a sentence.
How you guys doing today?
Okay. All right.
That's a little rough. That's not terrible.
That's not too bad. Bobby was hurting the most, no doubt.
Yeah.
I was not doing great this morning. It was tough to get up.
What time did you leave?
It was later than most. It was like 10:45 or so.
Okay.
I mean, we got to go on the Cowboys bus. Sorry about that.
Ooh, well.
Yeah. But
like
that
the Jerry bus?
The Jerry bus, but that actually went later. You know what I mean? So it was like it was fine, but we were still there for a little while. But it was good times.
All right, what's the Jerry bus like?
That
you can talk about.
I mean, it's got everything you would possibly want. Like when I was, it was funny. I was looking for some Tylenol before, going up there
prepping.
Yeah, well, just because I wasn't feeling that great, but I was looking through all these drawers and stuff like that, and it's just
of the bus.
Yeah. Just
wait, don't you guys go up usually on a separate media bus? You take the Jerry bus every year? Up and back?
No. This is the first time that's happened. It was just for managers and.
I was like, this doesn't have that many seats.
I know. It usually doesn't happen that way, but this time it did. Tad and the PR staff, they were all going, and then they had some room, so they said, well, I'll go over there. So it was good.
All right, look at you.
Okay, so besides not having Tylenol on the drawers, what, like the badass flat screens?
Yeah. I mean, it's
stock fridges?
Yes. Everything you would think. Comfy chairs. And just watch it, and watch some of the Chargers games. Also, a little bit of
Trey Lance dominating.
Did he dominate? I know. I saw a little bit, but
Chris Collinsworth is ready to put him in the Hall of Fame. Okay. So yeah.
It's not the first time I've been on it, but it was fun. Certainly.
What did you notice or observe from the fan crew last night at the party?
My man's had a loud shirt. I know that one.
Which one?
Who?
Hang on, you guys should know who had a loud shirt.
Who had the loudest
Zach?
shirt? No.
Oh, DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think
DJ
I even saw
had the shirt of shirts.
What was it?
Loud.
But what was funny?
Remember the tattooed dude we showed you?
Yeah.
Looked like.
But what color?
It looked like the tattooed guy's face.
Like green?
Yes.
Green ink?
Yeah,
green?
Yes, color. Yes. If it's on the rainbow, it was on a shirt.
What was funny is that
California.
He was right next to me, and I was like, I couldn't wear that shirt. I tried to figure out the right way to say it. I was like, that's not for me. And then about 2 hours later, I saw him, and I was just like, I like that shirt.
The drinks had kicked in.
Yeah, the night evolves a little bit.
Yes. Okay. Did you pay attention, or were you getting the notifications of Micah and Diggs last night on social media?
No.
Are you up to date?
No.
All right.
I wasn't either. I had to read it in the car.
Micah tweeting out, the bad boys one last time with Will and Martin Lawrence. And then Trevon commented 7-11 for life. And now we have, I believe it was Calvin Watkins catching up with Trevon or getting some recent quotes. And he is saying, again, we're trying to piece together this timeline. They keep going back and forth over the training and who was notified and who said what when. And Trevon, after getting fined, the $500,000, basically coming out and said, I told them everything that I was doing.
Yeah.
So this just continues.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why he thinks that matters. I mean,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you told them what you were going to do. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell the ref that I'm about to travel, with the ball. I mean,
It's like if the radio.
That's about it. They don't call traveling.
It's true.
It's like if the radio station told us, you're going out to Oxnard, you need to be at 95% of the practices. You're covering them for the Cowboys. You have to be at 95% of the practices. If you're not at 95% of the practices, we're going to subtract $1,000 off your salary.
Right.
That's what happened here.
Yeah.
I can choose.
Mm-hmm.
I can choose to stay home and not go to the practices. I lose $1,000. I cannot choose to be hurt, angry, upset, or surprised that I lost $1,000.
But you told Gavin you were going to the beach. You already told him. It doesn't matter.
I told him we were leaving.
Am I wrong about that comparison?
You're right.
No, it's a fine comparison.
Like, I can't have my feelings hurt. I chose
to do that.
not to follow through with what my boss asked me to do. I can do the rehab on my own. Now, does Savon?
No, it's Savon.
Savon Ravel being out an extra 6 to 8 weeks give Trevon an argument by saying, well, Ravel has been sitting here in Frisco working with your people, and now he's set back another month and a half or 2 months.
Well, I think the argument there would be, like Britt Brown and Jim Maurer, those guys would be like, I didn't have him. I didn't start this thing when he got hurt at East Carolina. So it's the same thing with Diggs. It's like I that's why I need you here, and I think that's why they're taking the money. It's because it's like if you were here, yes, you're doing things, and I had this explained to me. He when he goes other places, he's doing things to get his knee back and healthy again. What the Cowboys do here is to get him ready to play football. Two different things. I mean, yes, you're rehabbing the knee, but you're rehabbing the knee at the same time to doing things to get you back to ready to play football. And I think that's why they were like, all right, well, that's what you being here, would benefit for all of us.
Do you have any updated feel for when Diggs can get back on the field and play?
He's going to he's on PUP, so he's going to. I think he will be on PUP. I mean, I think when the season starts, that's what I really believe is going to happen. So I would think midway through the season, he probably will be back. But I mean, he was running around yesterday, and I call it the convenience store. That the two of them just running around 7-Eleven. There. 7-Eleven.
I'm going to relay 3 Micah things that I've heard this week to you, and then we'll get back to practice and your winners, losers, whatever you want to do. DallasCowboys.com. Nick Eatman here on the Fan. The first thing I heard was that Jerry thought the deal was done not once but twice, and then after they kind of didn't finalize it after the second time, the Cowboys were like, "We're not talking. We're done." That's one possibility. The other possibility is that Micah's agent, as far back as the combine, just let them know we want to be last. We want to be last out there to get this done. That way we take the last number, we jump it by however much we want. So this taking this long could be the doing from Micah and his agent from the beginning.
Right.
And then number 3 is that they're battling over 4 versus 5 years, that Micah wants 4 and the Cowboys may want 5. So these are 3 things we heard out here. I just wanted to run across.
Yeah, having some Dak flashbacks with that last one, the 4 and the 5, wasn't that such a big deal?
Yeah. Was it
the first contract?
Was
right?
it that much of a holdup, or like as the main thing, or just a thing?
It was a bigger thing. It wasn't the only thing, but it was a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I've heard about Micah, the holdup is everything. It's the years, it's the money, it's the overall, it's the average per year. And yes, I had heard that the same thing about they thought the deal was done. Probably the one that I really heard it was the second time. Because
no one's reported twice.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, but not too long ago. What? 2 months ago or so? Is that about when that?
Yeah.
When it looked like it was going to happen. We were on watch, ready to go. Had the article written, and it obviously didn't happen. And so, and then as far as the going last, yeah, I've heard that as well. And I think we talked about this the other day on Tuesday. I was like, I don't know if I would wait. I understand some of the other ones, but for Hendrickson, I wouldn't be waiting on that one.
Is it possible he's not just waiting on edge rushers, though? Micah's waiting on. I want to see where the last big contracts in general across the league come down.
Non-quarterback.
I need to see what non-quarterbacks come in so I can tell you how much better I am than them.
And if Hendrickson, let's just say, because Choppy thinks it's not impossible, if Hendrickson gets 40, let's just say, because he could say, I led the league in sacks. Yeah. We don't. No one thinks he's T.J. Watt, but if he got 40, what do you ask for then? What'd you say?
He's better.
What do you ask for then if Hendrickson gets 40? Because then if you get 41 That's not enough.
No.
Right?
You're right. I mean, they don't want to go back to the table here and just get jumped and whatever. So
I don't think he's going to get 40. But what if he does get 40?
Yeah, but I think what you're saying is what linebacker, what corner, what receiver, I guess is. I mean, who's next to be in that range? That's why I think that he's trying to pad the lead here around. I mean, 45 just seems to be the number that I keep here. I don't know if that's true or not. I think was it Steven that said 5 million more.
Yeah.
So that's where kind of you think about that, but it seems very clear that. The Cowboy Jerry and not so much Steven, but Jerry, negotiates obviously through the media.
Yeah.
And last night was kind of having some fun a little bit. Not really on the record, but I think they just pointing out that they have options next year, the year after.
But you know what? Every year at the media party, the same thing happens of discussing it with Zach. I remember leaving that being like, that was harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Amari, that was hard. Now that one played out. Zach, fine. Lamb, every year, Nobu, Malibu, that gets discussed. On the practice field, Nick, Tyler Smith left with tendonitis in his knee, and a La'el Collins returned for a tryout. What's going on?
Yeah, La'el. I mean, this would be, I think, the fourth stint if he does come back. We saw him. I don't know if were you guys there. Maybe for the Zach Martin and Tyron Smith press conferences. So he was there both times, and he had kind of hinted that he's ready to come back. He's been training. He looked pretty good there, and so that was kind of something to keep an eye on. But in this case, this is a versatile veteran player who has played guard, but he's mainly a tackle, and I think. He's got a really good rapport with Dak. Dak said that yesterday. I think this is just kicking the tires type of situation. But, hasn't played since 2022. And that's, he's had some wear and tear. So he may be the best option, what they have. I still think that, it's going to come with one of those guys. But, he might be right there with him.
What stood out to you from practice?
I love the fact that the offense, offense starting to not dominate, but they pulled ahead. I think.
I was worried about the defense yesterday watching that. Touchdown,
right,
bomb. I was like, this is good for the offense, but I was like, is the defense bad?
Yeah. No. Well, the thing is, and I got asked this a couple times about why y'all only post offensive clips? Why is it just offensive clips? And I'm like, because an offensive clip is Dak with a really nice deep ball to Kevontae Turpin or Turpin on a screen and all that. A really great defensive play is like three guys, right in the middle of the gap. Just boom, the play's dead, and Jaden Blue gets -2 yards, and Leah Fowle's there, and he says, "That's not a fun play, but it's a great play for the defense." But I think the defense, it's been good back and forth. But yesterday saw a little bit more connection with the receivers, and getting an idea of what they can do with Turpin. When you see a screen with Turpin, and I remember Tyler Smith was the one right out in front of that. If you saw that play, and so. I was thinking, look at him in space, and then I guess a few plays later, he was out. But this is the time of year that hangnails will get you out of practice because, especially for a guy like Tyler Smith,
Are you worried, Bobby?
I just don't. Anytime they label anything soreness, that to me either means it is soreness. It's nothing.
He was walking off
something super serious they don't want to talk about yet, or there's something they're not certain about. I'm sure it's nothing. But there have been so many different times where you'll hear somebody say something like, we're told him about soreness, and then it could build for another day, and then it's like, it turns out he's going to have surgery, and he's out 8 weeks. Not like that's this, but that kind of thing happens.
Yeah, well, also, it could be like back tightness for Micah,
I saw him jump a fence out here.
Well, no, I'm just saying, he's looking for a contract as well. Maybe it's and I from what it sounds like, I thought he would be next, but
people were thinking it would be done this week.
Yeah,
Tyler Smith.
Yeah, but I think the agents want to make sure that Are we paying him as a guard? Are we paying him? Because if you're paying him as a guard and all of a sudden he has to move out to tackle, what does that contract look like there? So I think there's been some discussions on that.
You're a trooper. Glad we're starting off another season like this, and we'll keep it up when we go back home. Thank you, brother. Go get some sleep.
All right, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm going to go walk around a little bit with the motors.
Yeah, better walk.